What is a schema in GraphQL? A schema is a list of all the different types that you define and their resolvers. So whatever custom type you create, what does that resolve to? What's its value? So with Launchpad, it always gives us kind of this basic template where it kind of creates the temp variable and also its resolver. So there's a special type in GraphQL called query, and they're kind of reserved words. In the query type, you're going to define all of your different types of query names and what data types they resolve to. So they have a basic one here called hello. So our query name is hello, and that's going to resolve to a data type of string. It's a scalar data type. And if we want to see what that resolves to, we're going to go down to our resolvers, and we can see we have one query called hello that's accepting these parameters, and then it's being mapped to an anonymous function which is returning the string hello world. And then when we run this and we type our query here, which is this is actually running on that local option I mentioned earlier, GraphQL, if I'm pronouncing that right. And if we run this, this returns hello world. Now let's just make this fail just for example. I remember how to type this. So let's say we're trying to access a property within this query called name. Well, name doesn't exist, and in this case it won't even run because the scalar data type doesn't have any subfields. Let's see what happens when we run it anyway. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. Let's go ahead and make our own query type, and we can kind of learn more about how the schema is going to be used here. The schema variable here doesn't really change. You change your queries and your resolvers for the most part, and in this example anyway, this variable is not going to change that much. In other GraphQL implementation services, hosted services, the schema could just consist of literally you type out all of your queries and type definitions inside of this thing, depending on what language you're using. In this case, we're using Node.js. Excuse me. Alright, so let's make a new query, and we're going to call it get person, and this is going to resolve to a new type we're going to make called person. And then below this, let's make the new type person, and each person's, well, a person's going to consist of probably a name, which is going to be a string data type, and let's say that their address, which is also going to be a string. And then in our query, we're also going to define that same thing here. So we're going to say get person, and this is what our query actually resolves to. So this is where the work is being done, and so this is going to take in the same set of arguments that this takes in. So this is actually going to return the fields that are inside the person object, and so this is going to return the name, and just give it my name, and then this is going to also return an address. Yeah. I need some commas there. Oops. What am I missing? Unexpected token. Oh, right. I need to type return, because this is going to return a object with these things in it. So we're returning an object that represents a person. And then if we go over here, as soon as it finishes updating, we can change this from hello to our new query get person. And then in addition to that, we're going to have to define what subfields we want to query. So let's just get the name, and then let's see if my name's returned. It is. Okay. And then I also want the address in the query that we want to execute, and so we're going to do that too. So there you go. So there is a brief summary of what a schema is. It's a list of the type definitions and what the resolvers that they map to. And we can go a little bit more in depth in resolvers in the next video. And so see you then.